Hey, I'm Mysfit.
And I'm Shania.
And we're the host of
Keep It a Buck.
Now, this week is a very special episode because we're asking people from the LGBT community, can they keep it a buck?
These really hard questions, they gotta come with it correct. So, we're gonna see if they can keep it together under the pressure.
Yes, and I brought my handcuffs because I felt like this was gonna be a kinky episode.
Oh, Lord, I know. So let's get into these questions, yeah?
Hey y'all, I'm Corey. I'm a professional dancer and I identify as he, him, and I'm gay.
Hi, my name is Poet. I'm a poet from Chicago and I like bitches.
My name is Ramon, and how I identify is gay. And the fun fact about me is that last year I went skydiving for my birthday.
What's up, y'all? This is your boy, That Voice. Fun fact about myself, I'm just a ball of joy no matter where I go. And I'm gay as hell. Well, not on weekends.
What?
Can you tell us a little bit about your coming out story, what you experienced?
My coming out story, I was like sort of outed. My coming out story, I was like easing into it. I had a girlfriend at the time, and the time that we were apart, I had experimented a little bit with guys, but it was DL because everyone was DL in high school. So as I was, and one day, she just came up to me and was like, I've been hearing these things, are you gay? And I was like my heart dropped. I was like, are you serious? Who said this to her? I was upset that people told her. I didn't tell her, but I was also well, I should have told her. I should have just been honest with her. And I told her, I'm I like you. Me and Tasia we were it. I was in love with that girl. It wasn't yeah. So it was it wasn't a fake. And then I was I still want to be with you if you want to be with me. And then we stayed together.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
That was my story.
There was still love in the end.
Well, my parents, they just automatically knew I was gay. They was like, oh yeah, that's my gay child. So they was already real comfortable about me being gay.
Man, I was scared. So I had to bluntly tell my mom right before she spent the entire day at my school. So I have a type of mom that basically.
Now call me up to this school.
Yeah, and if she called, she gonna spend a whole day of school with me. So what she decided to do was let me know that she was coming, and I was like, Mom, I'm gonna build the courage up and let you know that I'm gay. And this girl at school told everybody that I was about to cry, and she was like, I knew that, and she turned around and kept clicking. So I was like, oh.
First of all, we gotta go find that girl because who in the...
I'll be her.
For real.
So my coming out story was kind of funny because I was sitting in the room watching TV, and I grew up in a big family, and I was sitting in the room by myself watching TV, and they all just came in the room, and I'm just what we finna do? We finna get lit, we finna smoke, what we finna do? And they all just we want to talk to you about something. I'm just what's up? And they just so we heard you was gay, and I'm just at certain point I was paused. I didn't know what to say. But one of my cousins, she really changed my perspective because she asked with an attitude. She was just so are you fucking gay or not? And I'm just and if I am, and that's how I came out.
You be having to put people in their place because they be asking you questions like, is you gay? Do you know your daughter real daddy? Next question we have is, would you classify yourself as the sub or the dominant?
Yeah, I would say dominant. I mean, I can be.
I'll say it took you a long time to answer.
It depends on who it is.
Right.
Sometimes I like
that's what she said. That's what I said. No.
A little bit of both. I have fun, whatever I'm in the mood for.
I told y'all this is the kinky episode.
Hello, can I have them cuffs after we done?
Both. I guess it all depends on the moment and with the person.
It depends on the mood, truly.
Honestly.
Mostly dom, just because being submissive is just not in the cards. Some guys can't. I'm you don't know what you're doing. So, don't do that.
I'm saying the same thing.
What's one sign you will never date again and why?
Sign I ain't gonna date again. I'm gonna say Sagittarius. Cause I just don't get along with Sagittarius. It's like, I mean, we can get along if we friends, but once it comes to
bumping and grinding.
No, I understand.
yeah, we hit heads like, yo.
That's me in Capricorn, baby.
That's me and everybody. I'm sensitive. I'm a Pisces. I'm finna cry in the corner.
Well, I don't know about a sign that I've dated, but I know my mother is a Cancer. No, not a Cancer. She's a Scorpio, and so she had one of them crazy personalities. I would not date a Scorpio.
We gotta stop asking this question because every time it's me, and I don't like that. Okay.
A Taurus. I can't.
Not the Tauruses.
I cannot. They are so mean to me. I am a Cancer. I am emotional. Oh my God, I'm so emotional. And they are so, they're brutal.
Taurus. I would never, ever, 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 ever,
Taurus
ever,
has got
ever,
two,
ever,
too.
ever, ever in
I
my
feel
life date another Taurus. For the simple fact, I got, technically I only got 2 exes because if we ain't making more than a year, you not really an ex. But like out of 5 people that I've dated, all of them end up being Tauruses, and I just know they fun, but you can't take them serious.
Okay, give us your craziest sex story in 60 seconds.
Most recently was the craziest one because I been trying to like bottom lately because I like only top. And I was like, okay, like I want to get into this. I want to try this. I want to try this. And he was just so rough. And I was like, my nipples were so sore. I was like, no.
They gave your ass a
It was real. I was like, this is not fun. I was like, does this hurt?
And so, craziest sex story I ever had was somebody trying to get me into the mood in the shower, and I was in the middle of, washing my goodies, and she kind of spread me open from the back, and I felt real strange, like I felt touched and abused a little bit, just opened like a receipt. And then I just cut it there because
I'm bougie. I'm a little bougie. I don't think I really got any like crazy sex stories. You not finna do it in no trap house, no back in no car, no motel. No, you go get a nice little hotel. Chandelier. You ain't got to do all the chandeliers and stuff. But I want to get comfortable when I walk in. I don't want to. I don't want to check for no big bugs or nothing like that.
No.
Yeah, so I don't really got no crazy sex stories. I mean, I gave head at a party before.
Okay, like, I don't have any crazy sex stories.
Right, like that's not outrageous. Alright.
Crazy sex story in 60 seconds would be that I had an encounter with a complete stranger, and he was really aggressive, so I guess it was new to me, and I liked it.
What's one question you hate being asked about your sexuality?
I don't really have questions that I don't like. I don't like people stereotyping, like, say for instance, I'm a stud, but people try to, use the word dyke, and I don't really like that, so I be trying to like cut them off as soon as they say it, like, no, that ain't me, sorry. I don't like that.
Tell them to put some respect on my name.
I don't really hate any questions, but there's a statement that I hate. And I hate for people to make the statement, you a different type of gay. And like, what the hell is a different type of gay? Gay is gay, right? I mean, I understand that there are levels of flamboyant versus masculinity, but gay is gay. So I don't really understand what they be meaning, like, you a different type. Like, this girl has told me, like, she was just like, she doesn't like gay people, but you love me because I'm a different type of gay. No, I'm still gay, so technically you don't like me, but make it make sense.
Hashtag make it make sense.
Pretty much.
I don't know if I think it's a question, but they all straight men automatically think that you want them. So I guess that's the one thing that I hate about that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a problem a lot of people have, even for women too. Like, just because I said your booty big don't mean I'm finna try to take your goodies. Like, even though I might think that I hate.
Just what took you so long to come out? Like, everyone knew. Like, that situation is like it's like, okay, like, we all knew, like, but it's like it wasn't announced yet. So that's the worst question. That's just rude.
It is. So besides yourself, which is your fave letter amongst the LGBT community?
Trans. I love my trans women. it took me a long time to actually get comfortable with being around them, due to the fact that how I grew up, you know, they talked about gays, you know, before I actually came out, before I discovered who I was, you know, they made fun of people like that who dressed like a man dressing as a woman. It was made fun of a lot. So once I actually came out and, you know, started, you know, getting into my own personality, a lot of them have beautiful personalities, and that is one set of people. You know, they can be a little crazy at times, but they are some, for, in my opinion, they are some of the people who go through the worst things in life with actually going through that transition, and somehow they just be having like the most dopest and nicest personality. So trans women, and you know, would have to be my favorite.
I'll be honest with y'all better work, cover girl.
I can't date no offense.
B.
Period.
Now, why do you say
I think because it's so like people like it's underrated in a way. Like it's not a thing. Like people are like, you can't be bi. You can't like boys and girls, like you're just faking it. Or like then I'm like, no, like you actually can't. Like I'm gay, but I know people like my friends who are bisexual who, and I'm like, so that's what
You know, I myself identify as bisexual. You know,
it's a real thing, and people like to like try to shut it down and shit.
I think we do agree. But you know, to each his own.
I would say B for bisexual.
that's number 2 for me?
They be fucking with me. You know? Hey y'all, we just did another episode of Keep It a Buck, and this one had me clutching my pearls, darling.
Honey, this was definitely an episode filled with fun and a lot of good personality. I really am excited for y'all to see this one. So.
I'm just glad that they was able to come on the show and keep it a buck and give us a little bit more of the tea with the LGBTQ community, plus the IA plus. It's a lot of y'all. I'm sorry. It's a lot of y'all.
So make sure that you like, share, and comment, and keep being tuned for the next episode to drop.
Or you can actually subscribe to Bar University TV. That way you'll have all the updates on when we go and post our new shows, and you might be on the next episode of Keep It a Buck.